Yeah, people, you don't know if you're looking at this video. This is like part two of my whole like squad overview for Arsenal going into the new, we call this 2020-2021 season. I think I stopped at Kalashnak. Actually has had a new addition to his family. He's linked with Schalke, and I think it would be good for both parties. If they could actually find a move with the new centre backs. That we now have with a Saliba and a Gabriel. I'm not really seeing that much, and Tierney there as a fullback. Not seeing that much time or playing time for Kalashnik. So that might be a move that we can see in the near future. And then we're gonna go to Saka. And we don't know what the thing say. The man them call him Pimente Pica or like small pepper. I don't know. That's what Obama Young them call him. You see me? And I just cause the man is like a little messy. People, if you never see me real about this man in a few videos before, this man is the truth. He's a youngster, 18. We signed him up for a long-term contract. Probably the best signing we've done this season so far because our Abbas contract still though signing. What's going on, people? We need that done. We need a few other players, but let me not get on that. But big up to Saka. It's gonna be interesting to see actually how Saka or where Saka plays mostly during this season. He can play on the right, he can play through the middle, he can play on the left, he can play as a defender. He's a great player, so it should be interesting to see how we adapt and how we best use Saka this year. Danny Ceballos, FA Cup king himself, re-signed to a 1-year loan from Real Madrid. Was really good for us down the stretch. So that's great. That's great to see. Now we're going to Mesut Ozil. Some people love him, some people hate him. Yeah, everybody allegiance different for this guy, But everybody has something to say when it comes to him. It seems that he's gonna be sticking out his year with Arsenal, and he's pictured training as is Matteo Guendouzi. He unlike Ozil, Guendouzi wasn't training with the squad after his bust up with Brighton during the restart, but Ozil's back to training, seems to be happy as usual on him, normal Instagram, Twitter shenanigans. You'll see, I mean, he's a guy who says he loves the club and he tries to show that through his media. So seems positive on that front in terms of his training, and he's up to it, but we'll see, if he actually gets picked for the squads going forward. Next guy looking at, haven't seen him in training, but recently saw him in the last couple training clips, is Torreira. Torreira is linked to Italian side Torino, and there has been talk for a while now that Torreira is not necessarily mad at living here in London, but he could live somewhere else. Basically, it could be better somewhere else for him. And Italy, it's comfortable for him there. I think he played in Italy in Sampdoria before we got him. And yeah, man. So he's linked with them for like a 21.5 million deal. Arsenal, same with Bellerin, look like they're trying to hold out for more of a value. Don't want to lose money on those signings. But as I said, with coronavirus and them thing there, it's kind of hard to strike those deals as they were. Some things you have to devalue in a certain way if you want to get the money up front. Going from Torreira, we got Maitland-Niles. Made his English debut less a day ago. Big up to him, and I said this is a guy that's probably like shaking things up in Arteta, mind frame, because basically is making it a decision where he can give away Hector Bellerin because Maitland-Niles looks like he can be a suitable defender for us, and he's willing to do that. So that's a possibility there. He can be also used in midfield. He's been used on that left wing back position really well, and he also can kind of drift into the midfield and use more of his pace to go up to the front and run into the box. So big up to him. He's played well. Thought his English cap should be interesting. We should see him play a good amount, unless a great deal comes in for him. He should be there. Mohamed El Neni, people. This, if you guys don't know him, El Neni's been at the club for a while now. Was on loan to Besiktas last year. Some stuff with his pay and thing, man them not pay him even since Corona. Before that, man them never did pay him basically. So he's back with the club. serviceable guy, more like a DM kind of us, not this great DM we needed. That's why we sent him on loan. But he seems to be playing well on the preseason and buying into the training. So it could be a good squad piece that we keep, or you could see him on loan towards later on in the transfer window. And here's Joe Willock. Joe Joe's a young midfielder, very promising. Has a lot of skill, burst of energy. I'd like to see him play more in the that two midfield position in the 3-4-3 or in a 4-3-3, like more of a holding position. I see him played more as like a false nine or a winger a lot of the times, and I'm not sure his that necessarily his position. I'm not sure, or that's where he's best at. Not really sure. I think he has a lot of skills. He's a gifted player, technical, strong, and yeah, I think Willock will play or could even be put on loan depending on what transfers we get later in the season. But he looks like a player that Arteta does favor. Guendouzi looked like he was in the doghouse for the longest while. I don't know if it's lip service, but there's talk that Arteta said everybody slay clean. So you can see Ozil's training, Guendouzi pictured in training recently. So he's ready to work. So let's go Arsenal. That's the last thing him said. So people can read of it what it may. It's been said that we've been putting Guendouzi in deals to get other players like Partey or I'm so bad at that name. don't blame me for that one there. But you don't know that the ball of them I talk about. Smith Rowe, a young talented guy. We put him on for loan, I guess, to Huddersfield last year, and arguably one of the best players. Huddersfield is a championship lower division team. For a young player, that's great experience playing there, and he played well. He's a very skillful player. I've seen him play on the wing, seen him playing like the attacking mid, and he's a good player to have. I'm not sure. With the likes of Ozil there, can Smith Rowe get that position over him? Nelson there. There's a lot of players here and not a lot of positions to put them in. So it should be interesting what transfers and stuff go on in the future.